Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Enchanted Escape Pod. I'm Vanessa, and I am here with my incredible husband, Lucas.
Hello.
Don't be yawning already.
I'm sorry.
Today is episode 28. Is that right? 28?
28, yeah.
What are we talking about today?
About our last trip, yeah.
That's
the mini
it.
trip, but also there's a lot of news though, so that's
Yeah.
why you got me kind of like,
Yeah, there's a lot of news to go over first because Disney dropped all kinds of stuff today. They were just going off. And then, we did go on a little mini 3-day adventure last week, and we are back now and ready to debrief and tell you all about it.
We should talk news first, right?
Let's kick off with some news. Yeah. Do you want to kick it off?
Where do you want to start though? There's news everywhere.
Should we start with Buzz?
Oh no. Okay, yeah. So let's start with Magic Kingdom. So Disney announced that Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin has now a reopening date, and that's actually pretty soon, April 8th.
And I'm so excited because that means it's going to be open for our next trip at the end of April.
Yeah, it will be. So for those who doesn't know, how long is that closed already?
It
almost
feels like
a year?
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah, so Buzz is being closed for forever now. They are doing this whole refurbishment, like handheld blasters, Buddy.
There's a robot named Buddy involved now.
Like, I'm excited to meet Buddy. New targets. Hopefully you can see where you're shooting. Hopefully the ride vehicles are newer, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited because the last one was pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be cool because I feel like it'll draw more people now, and so it'll just allow some of those wait times in Tomorrowland to kind of even out a little bit, so we don't see any more 30-minute waits for People Mover.
But that's exciting for Buzz also because we just got breaking news here.
Oh, really? In this exact moment?
In this exact moment.
Okay, listen up.
The Soaring Around the World closing date announced for a Soaring Across America update.
Oh, they're closing it to do the new one?
Yeah, I don't know if they need to do... I don't know if they're going to actually enjoy the fact that they're going to change and also do some maintenance. So, Soaring Across America will open on May 26th on EPCOT.
Yeah, that we knew.
And Soaring Around the World will be closed starting on May 14th. So,
okay.
So the last day to enjoy it, hopefully not forever, it is May 13th.
Yeah. And then they'll do the changeover. That's weird. I didn't realize that they were going to be closed. That's almost 2 weeks that it's going to be closed.
I guess that was just like a DVD. You know what I mean? They were just...
I know. I thought they just all right, let's switch to the other show now. Break out the Big Macs for Soaring Over America.
Okay. I'm not super excited about Soaring Across America, to be honest.
I mean, I'm assuming it's just going to really focus on like national parks and like beautiful areas like that. I mean, we've all seen the joke videos of like Home Depot
and Walmart and McDonald's.
But yeah, let's hope it's not mostly that. I think if it concentrates on all the national parks and all those beautiful natural wonders in America,
big bites for a big arch.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're talking about McDonald's.
Okay. So we talked about Buzz May 8th. No.
What about the other ride?
Is it May 8th?
No, April 8th.
April 8th. Sorry. Last day to enjoy Soaring, May 13th. And the most exciting news is that we finally have a date. Oh, we don't have a date, but we finally have a month for Big Thunder Mountain to reopen, and they said early May.
Yeah. That's pretty specific.
So it is being closed now for over a year. So for them to say early May, it is hopeful, I guess.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I am sad because we are going on our next trip like the last week of April. So unless there's some kind of crazy, sporadic early opening, we will miss it. So we'll have to plan another trip, I guess, for May.
Yeah, so that's also the same as Buzz, like a big refurbishment. At the end of the day, it's still a roller coaster, but there's some new changes, like all new trains, refreshed audio animatronics throughout the attraction, returning effects that have not been present for years.
Stuff that was broken, we fixed it now.
Yeah, actual gold out on the mountain for the first time ever.
Interesting.
So that's why they raised prices.
That seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
We used real gold.
The last thing is rainbow caverns. That come to life at the mountain. The mountain pushes back against our presence. What?
Yeah. they released, or they not photos, but they released like images of that, and there was a lot of talk about it.
It's like
it
you're
was
really
so pretty.
high, tripping.
Sure.
Rainbow caverns.
Yeah, rainbow caverns with real gold.
Yeah,
that's very exciting.
I think that's might be my favorite attraction, Magic Kingdom.
Really? That's a big statement.
No, after Haunted Mansion, and then
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Pirates, Haunted Mansion?
No, Pirates of Magic Kingdom is the worst.
Okay.
After listen.
After Lucas went to Disneyland,
after I rode Pirates at Disneyland, it completely ruined Pirates at Disney World for me.
I mean, to be honest, for me, the two rides are really similar. Just the one in Disneyland is longer, but the scenes are almost identical in so many places in that ride. I'm like,
totally wrong.
Totally. Lucas feels really strongly about Pirates.
I mean, I like Pirates. I like the smell. But no, it's just too short. I always felt like it was already like too short, and now I'm like, okay, now I'm right.
Yeah.
You know.
But it is still great.
Okay,
I like it more than Big Thunder
Mountain.
Mountain.
That's all of the news that we just had for rides and attractions and closings and everything. And I just updated again. No more news, hopefully. Let's talk about the Animal Kingdom, and I want you to talk about this one.
You mean Bluey?
I don't know. I know nothing about Bluey.
Yeah, it was a big moment for me a few months ago. I may have mentioned this on here that I learned that Bluey is in fact a girl. I always thought Bluey was a boy dog. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah.
But so that's the most that I know about. It's Bluey and her sister, I think, the little orange one. But very exciting that they are coming to
Bingo,
Conservation Station.
dude.
Bingo, is that the sister?
Jesus
Sorry. Bluey and Bingo. Bluey and Bingo are coming to Conservation Station, which is at Rafiki's Planet Watch. So it's the area of Animal Kingdom where you've got to hop on that little train and shoot over there. Very easy. There's also cute little animals there that you can pet.
Conservation Station is already closed. It closed on February 23rd.
Yeah.
So at least it was a quick turnaround, I guess.
Yeah. And that is coming also on May 26th. Is that correct? A lot of stuff in May.
That's opening on May 26th.
Yeah. So May 26th, you can expect to be able to head over to Conservation Station again and visit with Bluey and Bingo. More news for the little kiddos over at Hollywood Studios. The Walt Disney, the new area that is replacing Animation Courtyard. Nope. Was it Animation Courtyard? I'm mixing up the areas in my head right now.
We don't know the name of this thing. We had already this whole thing.
No, but the area that it replaced, where
it's Fantastical Animations. No,
Fantastical Animations. No, I don't think so.
Keep going. I'll find out.
But the new area that is opening at Hollywood Studios. I keep wanting to call it Walt Disney Presents, but that's the different
Magic of Disney Animation.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that area that's opening.
I've heard a lot of different names. I don't understand. There's another name that we heard it.
I think you and I just keep saying different names.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, so that is the new thing that's coming for little kiddos over there is a new stage show. That is a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse stage show with Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Daisy, Donald. Going to be very fun. There's a lot of sing-along involved with it. But that's also opening on May 26th. Is that correct?
Yes, May 26th. Also, I just want to go back very quickly to Animal Kingdom because Bluey and Bingo, they're taking over Conservation Center. What?
Station.
And for everybody who knows, Affection Section is there. So for this whole time, since February 23rd, this place has been closed. So I hope that somebody's petting those pigs, right?
Yes, I'm sure those pigs are getting plenty of pets.
But when everything opens back in May 26th, for Bluey, Wild World, whatever, Affection Section is gonna be renamed. Affection Section is now be Jumping Junction.
Fun, but they're still gonna have all the same animals.
Yeah, the goats and the other Affection Section animals are being. Oh my god.
They're being relocated.
They are being rehomed.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, so there's no more little petting area there.
Yeah, so Affection Section is actually not being renamed. They're just totally closed.
Oh, that's sad.
So yeah, so like now is be Jumping Junction. All of the goats and all of the other animals are being rehomed, and
so it's just gonna be Bluey and Bingo.
Yeah, and Jumping Junction will introduce animals native to Bluey's home country of Australia. I don't know if real animals.
Oh, maybe they're gonna have little kangaroos.
You think we can pet them?
I mean, I don't think so. I feel like, aren't kangaroos like violent? Don't they like punch people?
We can punch them back. That's part of
That is
nature.
so rude.
It is rude. There's this whole thing about like fight between humans and kangaroos. It's just like, you know, the thing
I don't
about
think that's a natural part of nature.
the kangaroos. They fight with themselves. They literally
Yeah.
punch each other, and then
Yeah.
they like
So I don't think they would do, like, a
just jump
petting
away.
area.
Yeah.
With kangaroos.
Yeah. I mean that this is
Also,
America.
because the kangaroos at Animal Kingdom, we know,
This is America, dude.
are a little...
Oh my God! No, we
Yeah.
shouldn't talk.
We
about
actually can't talk about it, but if you ever see the kangaroos in Animal Kingdom, you'll know what we're talking about.
Every single time we went to Animal Kingdom, we were like, "Oh my God, we never see these kangaroos." And there was this specific time that we were able to see it.
We really shouldn't say this. If there are kids in your
it
car...
was it was like it was this
Earmuffs.
really old kangaroo, and he was jumping, walking, whatever he was doing, very slowly, and it was literally like almost he had like a whole 2 feet bell under him.
Yeah,
like, his balls.
his male kangaroo parts were real big.
It was not big. It was just super long.
Yeah.
It was almost touching the ground. It was just like swinging around. It was like,
Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ,
maybe
look
this
at
is why
that.
they don't let the kangaroos out
Yeah,
often.
that's definitely like a very traumatic.
All right, we've gotten way off track though. So what is the other news? Let's stop talking about kangaroo
No,
balls.
we talk about Bluey and Bingo and Bluey's Wild World opening.
Yep. Hollywood Studios.
I'm excited to see. I'm very actually nervous to see what's gonna happen with that space now, because I used to love petting those cows and pigs and goats.
I know.
So if I can't punch up kangaroo, no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. I would never do that.
That's terrible. All right, we're moving off Animal Kingdom.
So Bluey, it's done. All
right,
let's talk about all the promos though.
Let's talk about the deals. So Disney released a whole bunch of booking deals today. These are for this summer into the fall, like into early October. So there are things you have to act on right away, but there are a lot of different options. So first thing is a bunch of room discounts. So they have room discounts for everyday people up to 30% off. This is on stays of 5 nights or more. But also, if you are a Florida resident or a pass holder, you can experience savings like 35 to 40% off. So lots of room discounts. There are also ticket discounts. They do have a 4-day, 4-park, they're calling it a Magic Pass, right? Magic Ticket? Magic 4-day, 4-park Magic Ticket?
The name of the promo is basically the 4-day, 4-pack Magic Ticket.
Yeah. So it's $109, starting at $109 per day plus tax, which is super cheap. But this is not park hopper. This is 1 park each day. But it's 4 days, so you do 1 day in each park. Then they also released free dining plans, which is something that they've done many times in the past. This particular promotion, you do have to book by April 30th. So if it's something that you want to act on, reach out to me right away. Vanessa at fantasticalvacations.com. But this promotion gets you a free dining plan for the whole family when you book a 4-day, 4-night Walt Disney World package. So that's a ticket and hotel package. It does have to be a non-discounted package, so you can't like double up on like a room discount and the ticket discount and get free dining. But yeah, I think, depending on what your family looks like and what your needs are, a different promo here would make sense. So the free dining plan doesn't always make sense for people. Sometimes you can even save more money if you get a room discount and then add the regular dining plan as opposed to getting a free dining plan and paying full price for the room. So just depends. It's a case-by-case situation, but that's why you work with a travel advisor to help you.
That's true. Yeah.
But a lot of promos. Of course, Lucas and I are already on the website all day today looking at
to be honest,
trips.
it's very unfortunate. This because also, did you mention about the dining plan? You did.
Yeah.
So what do we get as like pass holders?
40% off rooms.
But like that's ridiculous. It's just like these people, they can literally get like this 4-park 4-day magic thing with the free dining plan.
No, that's not the case. So you can't combine any of these things. So if
in order a 4-night 4-day.
In order to
yeah.
get the dining plan, you have to book a package that's non-discounted. So you have to book a package with your stay and your tickets, and they have to be park hopper tickets too, I should mention. So in order to get the free dining package, you're paying top dollar for
that's crazy
package.
because like the dining plan, when you actually use it, I mean, if you're getting it for free, it's such a good value.
Oh, definitely. But just the question becomes like, is it cheaper in some instances to instead book a discounted package and buy the dining plan, or to book a full? So it just depends on.
I don't know. Disney could at least they could at least do like, I don't know, like for pass holders like a 50% off or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, 40% is. I mean, we were looking at this.
I'm talking about like dining plan. Sorry, not rooms. Dining plan.
Yeah, it's tough because dining plans get looped into packages. So if you're a pass holder, you're not going to buy a ticket package. So then there's nothing to.
Well, then they got to figure that out. Then it's crazy.
Although for us, I feel like we're not really dining plan kind of people.
Because
we like to eat
but if
freely.
we get for free, we would.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
The thing is also we don't drink, and it is worth it for people who drink because it's included.
Right.
But I'm gonna what I'm gonna do after this episode.
What?
I'm gonna call Josh.
Oh, he's gonna call Josh tomorrow, everyone, and talk to him about how pass holders need to get free dining plans too.
I mean, everybody's Disney pass holders because we love Disney and we feel great there. But everybody has the same opinions about how Disney treats their pass holders. Just like they should just like watch Universal a little bit. And just be like, hey. I
mean, I will say it would be nice if we got like the, like how Universal does like Express for pass holders after a certain time.
After 6 p.m. Every single day.
It'd be awesome if we got a couple lightning lanes here and there. That'd be
nice.
Like
we literally pay so much money and like we still gotta pay like so much money to ride like.
Or if you enter the park day of, like after a certain time, you just get lightning lane that day or something would be cool.
Yeah, or maybe even if it was like, you're a pass holder, but you can get like 50% off on like single pass. You know what I mean? Even if it was that. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
But the thing is, the difference between Universal and Disney is that Disney doesn't need to promote and discount things to get people to buy annual passes, and Universal does.
Well, but they better because Universal's coming strong.
In fact, so many people want Disney annual passes that in Disneyland, they frequently stop selling them. Like, you just can't get a pass.
Yeah, but Disneyland is almost like a lot of people's like backyard.
A lot of locals go there. Yeah, for sure. But okay, should we move on to our trip? Because we've got 3 packed days to get through.
Yeah.
All right. Should I kick it off?
You should, yeah.
Okay, so we did a little mini trip. We flew out at like 6 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday last week and got to MCO around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it was still early.
Yeah, even before 9. And made it over to, we stayed at, of course, one of our snazziest resorts.
Yeah, we don't really love it.
All Star Sports. We did get an incredible deal on this room, though. It was one of those pass holder savings deals that they released for earlier in the year. So I don't remember. It was 100. I want to say it was like just over $100 a night when we stayed.
Yeah, it was a very good deal. I think it was like either 109 or 120. It was
one
of
the lowest prices we've ever paid, which we then realized was because their pool is under construction. So that's something, of course, that you always want to. I mean, it's resolved when you book with a travel advisor because they will tell you these things. But yeah, that price was definitely a reflection of the pool construction too, because there was only one small pool for the whole resort. But we were not there to use the pool, so it was not a problem for us. But yeah, definitely the lowest price we've ever paid there. But the room was ready when we got to the hotel, which was awesome. So we did not have to put our bags in with Bell Services. We went to the room, changed really quick, freshened up, and we were in Animal Kingdom, before noontime? Like
we were around 11:30 because I remember being in line for Flame Tree Barbecue around like 11:40.
Yeah. We did also, before we went for lunch, we got our pass holder magnet because that was, of course, my excuse for booking this whole trip was so we could get our pass holder magnet.
Oh, yeah, we did go before lunch. Yeah. It was a very cute magnet, though. I like it.
Yeah, it was, of course, Zootopia themed. So it was Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, and
there's
really
already
cute.
way too many Zootopia in the parks. Like, remember when everything was Stitch?
Everything's still Stitch.
But everything now is Zootopia.
Yeah, well, of course, they have a new movie. But it's an adorable magnet. I loved it. And then we decided that we knew for lunch, our go-to for lunch is usually Satuli Canteen, but we've never tried Flame Tree Barbecue, and we decided this was the trip. We're going to get to Animal Kingdom, and we're going to have lunch at Flame Tree Barbecue. And
Give me your thoughts, though.
Yeah, so what would you rate it out of 10? What would be your,
I'll rate,
rating?
7.5.
Yeah. Yes, me too. Look at us.
The food was delicious. We had a barbecue. We both shared a barbecue platter and a mac and cheese with pulled pork. The food was very good. It was very flavorful. The mac and cheese was good. It's just very heavy.
Yeah.
Like we had that in like March, and it was not super hot, but it was.
I don't know
like,
how you could eat this in like July.
Yeah, like I just cannot see myself eating that in like 100 heat degree weather and like having a great time afterwards. You know?
I mean, I do think the barbecue meat was really good. We got a platter that had ribs and roasted chicken on it. It does normally come with beans, but we opted instead for their like broccoli slaw, which was really tasty. Yeah. The one thing that I would say is that there just wasn't like, I would have loved if their menu had like a rice or a potato or like some side that was not just like beans or slaw. Even French fries.
They had
French fries.
Yeah, but we didn't want anything fried.
Yeah, I would have liked like a rice or something like that. Would have been nice on the side.
It's worth mentioning though. We did said that their ribs is better than our local barbecue ribs.
Yeah, the ribs were very good. The roasted chicken, the
chicken was
really
very good too. The pulled pork, the mac and cheese, I would definitely eat it again, but definitely
not
sharing,
in hot weather.
And also sharing, know. But the best thing about that place is the dessert.
Oh my God, it's so good. This we had actually had before because we just picked this up by itself on another date. But the key lime pie pop that they have, which is just like a whole piece of key lime pie that's then dipped in chocolate and like chilled on a stick. It's so good.
Yeah, it's very delicious. So if you never, I mean, there's not another way to explain this. It's just like a key lime pop.
It's like it's a whole piece of key lime pie on a stick.
But it's definitely worth getting it because it's so delicious.
Yeah. And then after we had our lunch, we did, of course, the first thing that you should do when you're in Animal Kingdom.
We went to the safari, and I will tell you, like, it was one of the best safaris that we ever did.
Yeah. We had many animals out.
And we had so many giraffes around us. Actually, there was no zebras. The zebras are out inside.
Yeah, all of the zebras.
Yeah,
mysteriously missing.
The giraffes were like so close to us.
Yeah, there was one that literally I thought he was gonna put his head inside the truck.
Yeah, and we even saw the lions. The lions that usually like are just like hidden or something. Yeah, they were walking around.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of elephants. We saw, of course, the Ankole cattle, which is another piece of news that we didn't share. That the Ankole cattle birthed a little baby Ankole cattle, I think, a couple days ago?
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
And it was the first baby Ankole cattle at Animal Kingdom in like more than 10 years or something, right?
I think maybe longer. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 12 years.
Unfortunately, it is like Animal Kingdom Lodge and not a safari.
Yeah, but either way.
Yeah.
Still exciting news.
After the safari, we went and we got that thing that you wanted to try. Oh, the ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, no. First we did the trails, though. We did the Gorilla Falls Trail and first, which was fun, except that we didn't see any gorillas.
Yeah, it seems like out of the gorillas, they are... So, like, one of the areas... So, there's two sides, right, to the gorilla area thing. One of the areas is under refurbishment, and they were like, okay, they were on the other side, and then we just kept walking, and then there was a bunch of cast members just picking up some, like, sticks or something. And they were just like, oh, they're out inside for a training session.
Yeah.
And I was just like, great. Thank you.
So we missed the gorillas, but we did do the whole trail, which is such a fun thing to do there. Definitely don't skip doing like the walking paths in Animal Kingdom if you're there. And then we did go get another food item, but it was because I kept seeing videos of people getting the cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich from Terra Treats at Animal Kingdom. And I was like, I of course have to try this because I'm a cookie dough fiend. I will like eat raw cookie dough, even if it has raw eggs in it, and makes me...
But did that thing have raw eggs in it?
No, it is edible cookie dough, but it is... I loved it. I feel like I loved it more than you loved it.
It was just way too big and way too sweet.
Oh, for you to say something's too sweet, it's shocking. But it is literally, it's a like big fudgy brownie with vanilla ice cream and then raw cookie dough or raw edible cookie dough on top, and then a bunch of chocolate chips on top of that. So it's like a brownie, cookie dough, ice cream sandwich, and I thought it was delicious.
It was too much.
I think that maybe you felt that way because we had eaten a huge lunch at Flame Tree Barbecue and had a key lime pop.
No, it had been some time already.
I mean, maybe like an hour or so. Wasn't that long. But
you know that when the sweet's good, I would never say no, and we didn't finish it.
Yeah. So. Well, because I was full. I felt like, I mean, we had Flame Tree Barbecue at 12:30. And then we had the ice cream sandwich at 1:30. So I just feel like I just wasn't that hungry to finish it because it's huge. I mean, it was like, I don't know, 10 inches like long. It was like a big ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, it was big.
I would definitely get it again. I thought it was delicious, but I guess I'll be on my own.
Okay, so after that, what we did?
After that, we did Expedition Everest, which we were also in the front row for, which is a whole experience because then when you go backwards, like, so when you ask for the back row of a roller coaster, it's because like the end of the roller coaster goes like faster.
Or it goes like faster on drops.
Right. Yeah. But on Everest, if you're in the front row and you go backwards, in that moment, I literally felt like my whole stomach was going to just come out of my mouth. So that was a super fun experience.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then after Everest, we popped in super fast to the bird show, right?
We did. Also, I just wanted to actually look for this because about the parrot. Just keep going.
The parrot?
Yeah.
What about the parrot? What parrot? In the bird show?
Yeah, so when I had heard a thing. I don't know if I had heard a thing like on social media or if I saw news or something that the parrot that used to always be there had passed away. And this time, it was a different one, remember?
Oh, that's right. And then you were like, oh, I think it's a new parrot because the other parrot passed away.
Yeah.
And then I was very sad, and hopefully that's not true. And it's just something you heard somewhere.
But yeah.
Yeah, but we've been to the bird show many times. If you've never been to the bird show at Animal Kingdom, it is so fun. They bring out all different kinds of birds, and they fly around right above your head. And of course, there is a parrot that sings Old MacDonald and does all kinds of stuff. So it's a really cool show. We loved it. And after that, we went... What did we do after? Oh, we did the other trail. We did the Maharaja Jungle Trek after that.
Yeah, because we mostly just wanted to see Baxo because we don't know how long we still have with him around us. And he was actually still so active because it was late. He was, what time was that?
Yeah, we
like
thought
2,
he was going to
3
be
p.m.
sleeping.
And he was extremely like walking around, and he even
was, like
made a
with
noise.
A ball.
How do you call the noise that
Oh,
tigers
he like
make?
roared. Yeah. And he's very big now too.
He's definitely bigger than his mom.
I wanted him.
I wonder how long they're gonna keep him there.
I know. Yeah. Eventually, he will move to some other animal.
Yeah,
reserve.
But then we left Animal Kingdom because we're going to have dinner on our favorite restaurant, though.
Yes, we went back to the resort, got ready, and then headed over to Disney Springs because we had to have dinner at Raglan Road, which I'm sure we've talked about many times on this podcast because it is our favorite place to have dinner in Disney Springs. And historically, it is the place that we kick off our Disney trips with. Like the first night of our Disney trip, we go there and have dinner. We usually do that on like longer Disney trips. And then, we tend to do less sit-down dining or different sit-down dining on short trips. But we really wanted to do it this trip. So we went, you got like a special dish that was for St. Patrick's Day season.
Yeah, they were already doing like their St. Patrick's Day special. They were probably running for this whole week. And I got this dish that was basically like a sampler of pies. So there was a small shepherd's pie. There was a small chicken something that I don't know, I forgot the name now, but it's basically like a chicken pie, but it's also covered with the dough. And there was also a lamb, almost like a lamb roast or pot roast or something that had like some sliced potatoes on top. It was good. It was just different because of having like the 3 smaller ones. It's almost like you never really get super deep into any of them, but it was nice having choices,
And I did get the fried chicken sandwich, which is very good there. And of course, for dessert, we had the famous bread pudding, which is the best bread pudding I've ever had in my life. And
so good.
Yeah, if you're on Disney property and you don't get the Raglan Road bread pudding, you've just missed out on an essential opportunity. Also, I do just want to mention briefly that at Disney Springs, we decided that we wanted to do a little taste test of the Gideon's chocolate chip cookie up against the Summer House chocolate chip cookie because Gideon's, for those of you who don't know, Gideon's Bakehouse in Disney Springs always has a super long line outside. It usually takes like at least 15 to 20 minutes in line to get in and get a cookie. And the cookies are good. We've had them before. They're not like amazing. They're really like fat and thick and almost like cakey. But then last year, Summer House on the Lake opened up, and they have a whole little cookie bar. And we had lunch there last year and got a cookie for dessert that was like one of the best cookies we've ever had in our life.
Yeah, I don't think I will call Gideon's a cookie.
I know, it's really more like a cake. Like, it's thick, and the consistency is more cakey than cookie, I feel like, and I think you agree too.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're good. They're just different, and I don't think they're worth waiting in line for, upwards of half an hour. But either way, we decided to just get the classic chocolate chip cookie from both places and do a little side-by-side taste test. And for both of us, 100% the Summer House cookie.
Yeah, Summer House is just much better.
Yeah.
They once had, the first time that we ever went inside Summer House, they had this coconut white chocolate something cookie, and it was kind of a special, and we got it, and
since.
It was the best cookie I ever had in my life, and they still never had it.
Yeah. Every time we're in Disney Springs, we pop in there to see if they have it. Don't have it.
Yeah, and I hope at some point it does come back, but yeah.
But anyway, then the next day on Thursday, we kicked off the day at EPCOT, and it was the second day of EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival, which is my favorite EPCOT festival. It just feels like springtime.
Also, Figment's birthday.
And Figment's birthday. That was actually so exciting because we decided for the first time we wanted to go and take a picture with Figment. We always see him when we leave the ride, and Lucas loves Figment. And so we finally did it. And then the cast member that was there with him, told us that it was his birthday. And then we looked it up online, and in fact, it is Figment's birthday on March 5th.
Yeah, so it was very interesting,
very special moment. So now we have a picture with Figment on his birthday.
Yeah, but then we mostly just walked around. We went on the butterfly flower and garden thing, but that was still not that many butterflies because they were still hatching, I guess.
But definitely when we're there at the end of April, the butterfly garden is going to be way more full. That is a super fun thing about Flower and Garden Festival. It's right next to the Land Pavilion. It's just an area that you get to walk into, and they have all of these different species of butterflies flying around. There's a lot of different exotic flowers in there. It's a really pretty space, so it was very fun.
Our goal for this day was just a half day, but our goal was mostly to try the flower and garden food and take some pictures and see the butterfly thing.
And ride Living with the Land, of course.
But we still rode Living with the Land, Soaring, Spaceship Earth,
Frozen,
Remy's.
That was another thing too.
Frozen, Remy's, Guardians, and Test Track.
Yeah, we rode everything.
Oh my God, that's true.
Well, we also had Standby Skipper. So if you guys don't know, Standby Skipper is an app that you can pay for to essentially book lightning lanes for you. So you have to have bought Lightning Lane, but you can connect it to your My Disney Experience app, and it will help you get... So Frozen and Remy's were both sold out completely by the time we could actually pick for them, and Standby Skipper just got it for us. So it's not guaranteed. You may not have the same experience with it every time, but for us, it's 100% worth the money if we are... trying to get a lot done in a small amount of time.
Yeah,
or if we just don't want to wait
it
lines.
Is. Yeah, if you can spend the money, it is worth it.
Yeah. But we did also, so we did all of the rides, but one that we were really looking forward to was Frozen, because for the first time we did get to see the new faces on the Frozen ride, which was way better, 100 times better.
Yeah, it was much better, and...
No more projection faces, they're actual animatronics.
The thing is, the projections were not as bad. The only thing that really freaked me out about that whole old face is that the color of the rest of the body never matched the color of the face, because the face, of course, was lit up and brighter. So it's definitely kind of weird and to see, but now they have actual good faces that move, so it's pretty nice.
And then, all right, let's talk a little bit about all the food that we tried for Flower and Garden. So we went to Nectar, which is near the Land Pavilion, and we got the poke bowl there. We did get the tuna poke bowl. They do have a vegetarian version that doesn't have tuna, and it was really good. It was good.
I was actually afraid that, as everybody knows, if you get supermarket sushi, I was afraid that the rice was going to be kind of cold, and when sushi rice gets cold, it gets mushy or hard somehow. But it was very good. I don't know if we lucked out because we got at the beginning of the day, because we got poke bowl was at 12:30, so it was 1 hour after the booths open, but it was very good. I'll definitely get back again.
Yeah, 100%. And then we went over to Beach Grub and this was something that we got last year, although I will say it tasted a little bit different this year, but last year it was our favorite thing that we ate, which was the grilled corn from Beach Grub. They put a garlic butter rub on it.
Yeah, so I feel like that was the difference. Last year when we had it, they only put the garlic thing and that's it. I don't know if they had ran out of tahini or it was just different. But this year they were doing both the garlic paste somehow and the tahini. So it was not bad. It was just insanely salty. But it was nice having the difference between sweet and sweet from the corn plus the salt from out of the sauces. But I don't know. I think I prefer it without the tahini though.
Yeah, I liked it more last year too, but it was still so good. The corn is of course super sweet, and they're grilling it like right in front of you. They take it right off the grill. They put the garlic stuff on it, and it's really yummy. But then we had something that I liked even more than that. This was also a repeat from last year.
Yeah, that's the Vanessa's talking about what is the name? The Honey Bistro.
That's the booth name, the Honey Bistro.
Yeah, so we got a fried chicken with this cornbread waffle. And then, what is the kind of butter? Just honey butter or something?
Honey butter.
And it was very good. It was, I would say, this is not a savory dish. This is like a dessert. So somehow they were able to make a chicken kind of dessert that was delicious because it is insanely sweet, but it is very good.
Yeah. I mean, the pair of like the fried chicken with the sweet like cornbread style waffle and the honey and stuff. Yeah, it was amazing. So we had gotten that last year and it was one of our favorite things. So we got it again and we were not disappointed.
Yeah.
Then right across the way.
Oh, you went to the nitrogen.
Yeah, at Swirl Showcase. Every festival, Swirl Showcase does some kind of like nitrogen frozen dessert. This year it was a cheesecake one. So it was like a cheesecake, nitrogen frozen cheesecake with honey drizzled on top and blueberry compote, like a lemon blueberry compote. It was so good.
It was, I think, the best thing that I ever had inside EPCOT.
Wow, that's a huge statement.
I think
don't know
it
if I
was.
can say that confidently.
I do think it was.
Yeah.
It was just insanely delicious.
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
really good.
So good.
It was 100% my favorite thing that I've had at Flower and Garden.
Because I also love mascarpone cheese and the honey mascarpone mix. It was delicious.
Yeah.
And the blueberry, oh my god, everything together when you put like the blueberry plus like the mascarpone cheese with the honey. Oh my, it's so good.
Yeah.
Even the flour, I ate the flour though.
He did eat the flour. He was like, "Are you gonna eat that?" I was like, nope, it's all you."
Yeah, so I ate it.
We then went to a booth that I'd say this was probably one of the more disappointing booths for me. It was, I think it's Isla Fresca. Was the name of this booth.
Fresca, yeah.
They did a flan that I like really wanted to like because it was like a chocolatey flan with passion fruit.
It was a coconut flan with the chocolate base.
Yeah.
And a passion fruit caramel. That's how they call it.
Which sounds like something that I would love, but for the first time ever, I took like a couple bites of a dessert, and then I didn't want any more.
I feel like the problem with this was the texture. Also, to be totally honest, I don't think the flavors really went together.
Yeah, like coconut, chocolate, passion fruit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there was one little too much of an ingredient. They had to take one thing away. Which one? Any of them. But one of them had to go. But the problem is that, like, when you think about flan, you think about that creamy texture, like melts in your mouth. But it's almost like this flan, they made it with gelatin or something. The texture was just kind of off.
Yeah.
And then the chocolate base on the bottom was kind of way too rich. So it was just like stealing out of the other flavors. So Vanessa didn't really like it. I still finished it because it was good enough.
Probably wouldn't get it again.
But I will get it again, to be totally honest. I like this much more than the ice cream sandwich at Animal Kingdom.
Well, I'll be eating ice cream sandwiches, and Lucas will be eating.
But the next thing we
flan.
got, the ceviche, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was very simple. I mean, it had like mango and avocado and shrimp. It was a shrimp ceviche, also from Isla Fresca. It was decent. It came in a little coconut bowl that was cute. Then we stopped over at the America Pavilion and got one of my favorite things in the festival, which was the Bananas Foster bread pudding, because I am, of course, a bread pudding fiend. So always love a bread pudding. But this one was also like really hot. Like it tasted like they literally just took it out of the oven.
Yeah. It was way too sweet.
Well, again, it's odd that I'm the one like loving the sweet stuff and you're the one hating on it. But it didn't look the most appetizing because it was literally covered, like drowned in this like caramel rum sauce or something. But it was so good.
We did not finish it because it was way too sweet.
I did not finish it because I was way too full, not because it was too sweet.
When the sweet's good, you don't have any stomach space.
Yeah.
Well,
I would give it probably a 9 out of 10. But
yeah,
it's okay if you loved it less. But the next one I think we both were not blown away with, which is shocking because the number of people that have told me we have to try the school bread in Epcot is so many people. Like when I talk about pretzel bread pudding, people are like, oh, but you have to try the school bread. It's so much better than the pretzel bread pudding. So finally we decided, okay, we're going to stop over in Norway and we're going to get the famous school bread. And I thought it was like fine.
I don't
what did you
like
think
it.
about it?
No, it was not good. It was dry.
I mean, I thought the flavor was
super
good.
doughy.
It was just cold too. Like it was like a cold custard.
No, I don't. I mean,
cold bread.
I don't mind being cold. Like it's like filled cream. It's like cream filled, so like it can't be warm.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, the flavor is good, but it's just like it's not because people really say like, oh, the school bread is like one of the best things.
Yeah, that's why I was just so shocked because I'm like anytime and like. I got it a lot when I talk about the pretzel bread pudding that people respond to that with like, oh, but you have to try the school bread. But this is not even on the same playing field. It's like not even close to the pretzel bread pudding in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was just not. I wouldn't get it
worth
again.
hyping up like that for sure. And then I think the last booth we stopped in was China.
With Japan.
Japan? Was it Japan where we got the fruit thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had a like a steak bao bun, but it was like a shaved steak and like onion and pepper kind of action in a bao bun. I thought that was very good.
That was good and also had jalapenos, so that it was nice.
Yeah. And then actually when we were in line, we weren't planning on getting it, but a woman that was in line with us convinced us to get what was it called? The fruit on a stick thing?
Let me find out right now.
It was basically
the Tanghulu.
Tanghulu,
yeah.
It's basically strawberries and grapes on a long skewer that's then like covered in like sugar that then hardens and makes like a shell. So it's like a hard sugar shell outside of this fruit, which is exactly what it tasted like, fruit covered in hardened sugar. I didn't think it was like amazing.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad we tried it. We were not even planning on getting it, and then this woman in line was like, "Oh, you absolutely have to get it." So we did, and
I would not get it again.
I'll chase her down and tell her to give us our money back.
Yeah, she was literally like, "Oh, that was the best thing that I ever had in my life." She was like, "I was so excited when I saw this menu," and was like, "Okay, we're gonna have to have it now."
Yeah.
And then as soon as we took the first bite, we're just
we
like,
were like, "Oh, this is a grape with
like
sugar
this
on
woman
it."
had just this woman had just eaten rocks for the rest of her
and then
life.
She was like, "Wow, this is the best thing I've ever had." But yeah, I think that was everything that we ate for Flower and Garden. We are obviously going back at the end of April, so we will taste even more and talk about that too. But then we got on the Skyliner and hopped over to Hollywood Studios for the rest of this day, where we did, of course, continue to eat. I got a Wookiee cookie for the first time, which was actually so good, but
what?
So
do you
big.
like that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
My God, you are hating on the sweets today.
No, like listen, good sweets, right? The bread pudding was delicious. The liquid nitrogen thing was delicious.
You said the bread pudding was way too sweet.
I'm talking about the regular road one.
Oh well, of course.
No, the banana sauce bread pudding. No, I didn't dislike it. It was just way too sweet.
Yeah.
Way too sweet. There was way too much sauce. This cookie though, this Wookiee cookie, it was dry.
What?
It was super dry.
I think you're just having a bad moment right now, and you're just deciding all the food.
I literally had one bite of it.
Yeah, I didn't eat the whole thing either because it was literally the size of my face. But the cookie was like a coconutty, oatmeal-y, chocolate chippy kind of cookie.
I will have
it was
only
really
the cookie.
Good. Yeah, the cookie itself was really good. I will say the cream that was in between was not like necessary. That made it too sweet. But I pretty much just like ate the cookies off either side of the cream. I didn't actually like eat it as a sandwich because with the cream in the middle, yeah, it was like way too sweet. But the cookies were soft and delicious and huge.
Yeah.
So I would eat the cookie again. For
but
sure.
it's also another item that I don't understand the hype.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like nostalgic for people because it looks like Chewbacca. Like
it looks like Chewbacca?
Well, no, like it has the sash like Chewbacca, the little
I
bandolier.
was literally like looking at this picture right now trying to understand what was that. I was like, oh, that's a cute decoration.
Oh, you didn't
or
know
something.
that? Well, it's a Wookiee cookie.
No,
Chewbacca's
I understood that, but I was
Wookiee.
like, it doesn't remind me of Chewbacca.
What?
What?
Do you see the picture that I'm looking at? That's the
That's
Chewbacca
the picture
bandolier.
I'm looking at.
Okay, Lucas just doesn't like the cookie, I guess, everyone.
I do not.
Okay.
Don't forget to mention that we took pictures with Olaf.
Oh, we did take pictures with Olaf. We did a lot of character photos on this trip, which for me is usually like really, yeah, it's not the first thing that I want to do because I feel so uncomfortable because I'm like, Yeah, so we did the pictures with Figment, and we did also pictures with Olaf, and the pictures did come out super cute.
And we did got pixie dusted for those colorful popcorns.
Oh yeah, we were in line at. So I also wanted to get the Sokatsakas over in Galaxy's Edge.
Outpost popcorn mix.
Yeah, it's the place where they do the cold brew that has the cold foam kind of on top with the cereal in it that a lot of people get. We've gotten that before. It's very tasty. But yeah, they do this Outpost popcorn mix that's like a multicolored sweet and salty popcorn that I wanted to try. And we were in line, and there were these women in front of us in line that were trying to communicate with the cast member, but they spoke Portuguese. The cast member spoke English. They were like having a hard time communicating with each other. So Lucas just stepped in and basically asked them if they needed someone to translate. He translated back and forth for a minute and like resolved the problem they were having. So then we ordered our popcorn, and the woman at the counter was like, "Oh, this is on us today. Thank you for helping us."
Yeah, thank you for helping us out.
And I was like, "Oh, in that case, can we have 2
That was a beautiful
coffees?
moment. Yeah. It was like, oh, I forgot. Like, I actually won 17 more
popcorns. Yeah. Oh, did I say 1 Outpost mix?
And
but
also,
the popcorn itself,
like, annual pass for life or something.
Yeah. Instead of this popcorn, could we actually just get like a free 5-night stay? But I actually really liked the popcorn mix. I would get that again.
Yeah, it was good.
It was nice because it was like parts of it. So it's like purple and red and whatever. But some of them are savory, like salty, and some of them are sweet. So it's a good little mashup. And I thought it was yummy.
So then we just like after that, we just rode Slinky. We rode Tower of Terror. And we rode one more ride though. Oh, Mickey Minnie's Runaway World.
Oh, yeah.
We had line lanes for Toy Story Mania, but when we got in line, they was just not moving.
Yeah, we didn't want to miss Fantasmic.
We didn't want to miss Fantasmic, so we just left and went to Fantasmic. But we also had dinner at ABC's Commissary.
Oh, yeah. We have dinner at ABC Commissary all the time at Hollywood Studios because, to be honest, there's not like that many things that I like to get for quick service
Hollywood
there.
Studios is one of the best quick service parks, though.
I mean, I don't think it's better than
Docking Bay 7 is great.
Yeah, I was going to say Docking Bay 7 and ABC Commissary
Animal Kingdom fell on my rank after Harambe Market changed the concept.
Now they just have burgers and chicken tenders.
But yeah, so Vanessa got the Mediterranean salad and I got shrimp tacos, mostly because I want rice and beans. It was good.
That's a pair that we've gotten multiple times where we go there and he gets the shrimp tacos, I get the salad. If you're looking for something lighter and like not fried, the Mediterranean chicken salad from ABC Commissary is chef's kiss. Amazing.
Yeah, so let's jump into Friday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So then after that, we watched Fantasmic. We had a great night. We ran to the bus, got on the bus before everybody else came.
Just to keep this register, that we went and saw Fantasmic. And usually, as everybody knows, after Fantasmic is done, everybody leaves at the same time. Especially because that night, when Fantasmic finished, the park was closed. So the only thing that you had to do was leave. And we got on the bus, for All Star Sports. It is usually one of the biggest lines, and the bus is super packed. And when I say that it was a double bus, and there was maybe me, Vanessa, and another 10 people on a whole bus, I'm not joking. I was like so shocked, and I just want to say this, even though it's super irrelevant, just because I want to keep rise to it, you know?
Yeah, it was amazing. I also just have to mention really quickly, because we didn't mention this, that early in the day at EPCOT, by the Honey Bistro, they were giving out these little headband things that looked like Spike the Bee. Like they were like little bee antennas. So when you put them on your head, it looked like you were a little bee with little antennas. And Lucas put his on at EPCOT. And I would just like to put it on the record that he then wore it the entire day at EPCOT and at Hollywood Studios, to the point where we were leaving Slinky and he was wearing it on his head. And a cast member at Slinky was like, "Where did you get that cool bee thing?" And he was like, "I got it at EPCOT." And then
it was so funny because we saw like, "Oh, we got an Epcot for Flower Garden," and then she was like, "Wait,
Flower Garden started?"
It was just
we
like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. But yeah, I would just like to say that because it was a great look and I really appreciated it. But then we went back to the resort, fell asleep, and on Friday we woke up and rope dropped Magic Kingdom.
Did you see a beautiful crane?
Yes, it was really cool though, because when we first got there was this huge green crane, because they're of course repainting the castle at Magic Kingdom back to its original like blue and cream gray color scheme. And there was a huge crane there, and there were people actively painting the castle when we got there, which I thought was super cool to see. And then I don't know, 2 hours later, not even, the crane was gone. They had like collapsed the whole thing and put it down.
It seems like they paint overnight and they just got a little late that day.
Yeah. They just paint for a little bit in the morning. But then that way, for most of the day, if you're taking pictures in front of the castle, you're not going to have like a giant crane in it. Although we did take pictures on the way in. And so those pictures have like a huge green crane in them, which I think is kind of funny. So,
but it's also funny because we were just there last week. And the front of the castle had still a lot of pink on it. They were still painting. And the back of the castle was pretty much done. So we did took a lot of pictures in the back of the castle too already with the new painting. So it looks great. But we kind of lucked out because we got the castle right now with like 2 colors. Because right now it's almost pretty much done.
Done, yeah.
Like the front is already like almost all good.
Yeah.
So, and also as Vanessa said, it was kind of cool to have the picture with them like actively painting.
Yeah,
it's
like a picture of he and I in front of the castle with this huge green crane with somebody on it. So I don't know, that's a memorable photo, I think.
Yeah, it is. Also, what's going on at Haunted Mansion? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, so the other thing, first, before we went over to Haunted Mansion, the first ride that we did for rope drop was It's a Small World.
Yeah.
Which was
I don't want to talk about it.
But it was nice. It was fun. Always love It's a Small World. And then we immediately after went over to Haunted Mansion that was completely draped. Like there was a drape hanging all the way around it that had an image of Haunted Mansion on it, which was like really peculiar.
Oh, it was now extended. It's even bigger now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what are they doing? Just like resurfacing the outside of it a little bit, or I didn't even know that they were doing any kinds of updates to Haunted Mansion until we got there and we were like, what? But it is still running. The ride's running. So, I guess they don't really need to announce a closure because it's not closed.
So there's kind of mixed opinions online. A lot of people are saying that it is only like regular maintenance on the outside of Haunted Mansion. But there's a lot of people saying that this, the way that they cover it, it's also somehow a way to make like construction walls less visible as part of already the Piston Peak construction.
Really? Because there's construction like behind it?
Yeah,
and
because
around it?
there's going to be a whole walkway behind Haunted Mansion to Piston Peak.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll see how long this cover lasts, but it's certainly an interesting look on the outside of Haunted Mansion right now. But then we actually, after we rode Haunted Mansion, we had a 10 o'clock reservation over at Chef Mickey's at Contemporary. This was a first for us. We had never eaten at Chef Mickey's, and we knew that it was character dining and that it was a buffet that was a fairly simple, straightforward buffet. But other than that, we didn't know, too much about what to expect. But I was so impressed.
I would not go there again because it was very expensive for breakfast.
Right.
For kids, it's a very nice moment having out the characters, and the way that they do the characters is pretty good.
What's the pricing for adults? What was it?
It was
about
68,
69.
Yeah,
It's almost $70 per adult.
But we didn't know what to expect about the food, but it was very good.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was classic American breakfast food.
Great spot for kids that are not
Great
super
spot for
adventurous
kids, yeah.
with food.
But there was still like smoked salmon. That was like shrimp and grits, so it was good.
Yeah. They make pancakes and omelets right in front of you on the buffet line.
Yeah, that was also the shaved potatoes that was like creamy and cheesy, whatever. That was pretty good.
Cheesy shaved potatoes that were really good. So overall, the food was very good. The highlight, though, of Chef Mickey's 100% was the character dining aspect of it. The way that they handled the characters. So there's like different moments where all of a sudden all the characters are dancing, and then they're very good about. So the characters that are there are Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto, and they're very good about making sure each one of those characters has an individual interaction with each table, and so that was really apparent when we were there.
Yeah. So Donald stayed a long time around us.
Yeah.
I feel like the
Mickey
only character.
did too.
Yeah, the only character, Pluto and Minnie. The only character that was having, I think, a harder time that morning was Goofy. It was just like,
Goofy was just kind of in and out, but
Goofy
most
was
everybody
just,
else they stay for a while.
And just to confirm, the price was $59.
$59. Okay, I thought it was $69.
So it's just
still.
like once in a while, it's nice, but.
That's still a pretty steep price for breakfast.
I'll get this money and pay for a Boma breakfast.
Me too. Yeah, 100%. But it was a great experience. I'm really glad we did it. We had a great time. We met
also,
a lot
I
of
just want to
characters.
mention that we talked about Boma, and then reminded me that when we went to Chef Mickey's right now, the server came over, And then I was like, oh, I also just wanted to give you guys this Mickey mouse
Mickey
juice.
Yeah.
And I was like, mouse juice? But it looks so much like bug juice. So I was like, oh, that's different? And she was like, yeah, that's just from whatever, Madagascar, whatever, with like passion fruit and
orange and
guava. And we're like, oh, it's a bug juice. And she was like, yeah, it's a bug juice. We're like, oh, so what's the name though?
Yeah, it's Mickey juice. If you go to Chef Mickey's, it's mouse juice.
Because
if you go to
Boma is
juice.
jungle juice.
Oh, really?
Jungle juice, yeah. And if you're going to cruise,
yeah,
I don't know, but it could be an ocean juice.
I don't think so. I think it's just bog juice.
I'm making this up though. No, in the cruise it's just bug juice, I think.
Yeah. I feel like they call it pog juice at Boma too.
No, they call jungle juice.
Interesting.
Jungle juice, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But after we had that enormous breakfast, it was very good to then walk back to Magic Kingdom because we were super full. So we walked off our breakfast a little bit and went back to Magic Kingdom. And
so what did you? So just very quickly, what is your last opinion about Chef Mickey's? Like, would you do it again? It's worth it. What you would say?
I would say if you are a family with kids that want to meet characters, 100% do it. It was one of the best character dining experiences I've had on property. The food was also very good. I was not disappointed with anything that we ate. Would I do it again? Probably not. Without other people. If we went with like a family or, then I would say, okay, this would be worthwhile. But just you and I probably wouldn't repeat it.
Okay, I just found out of the different ways that pug juice is called at a Walt Disney World property.
Okay, let's hear it.
You want to hear that? Right?
Yes.
So the pug juice, of course, passion fruit, orange guava. This popular juice is very delicious. It's called jungle juice at Tusker House and Boma.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Stitch juice at Ohana.
Stitch juice.
Stitch juice.
That's
it's
weird.
called Lilico's juice at Kona Cafe and Kona Island. It's called Moonshine juice at Trails and Restaurant. Where is Trails and Restaurant?
Is that at Fort Wilderness?
I don't know. Let me look it up. But it's called Pog Juice at Garden Grill. And it's called Tropical Serenade and Aloha Isle.
Interesting.
And also sometimes referred as breakfast juice. But why did they don't just put like a name though? Pog Juice. That's it,
Well, gotta brand it based on, it's all about immersion.
Yeah. But, okay, sorry to cut you off.
Also, just to confirm, it is at Fort Wilderness. It's
It
a
is?
quick service spot at Fort Wilderness.
Oh, nice.
But all right, then we headed back to Magic Kingdom. And, of course, we had more food. Well, first we did do
Pirates and Haunted Mansion and Tiana's.
And the tiki room.
It was very hot, and Magic Kingdom was very crowded that day.
It was. But then, of course, we had more food. We went over to Beacon Barrel. We made a sporadic reservation there for like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was absolutely devastated, though, because if you've been to Beacon Barrel before, you know that probably about a third of the space is standing room, not seated. And we got brought right up to the bar, which was standing room. And
We're
I was
lucky enough not
so
to get a chair.
devastated.
Yeah. We just wanted to sit down.
I know. I was like, I don't even really want to like eat anything here. I just wanted to sit down for 20 minutes.
No, we did want to try the chips and dips.
Yeah.
What was okay.
They call it island provisions.
Yeah, and we also didn't want to try the corn. What do you call?
The poblano corn cake.
Corn cake, but without the chicken. But
yeah. Last time we went there, we got the chicken corn cake and the Kraken thing.
Yeah.
And so we got the other two. There's only 4 food items total at Beacon Barrel. So we got the other 2 the first time, and then we got these 2 this time.
I know you don't really like the octopus, but I love the octopus.
I liked it. I didn't dislike it. It was just... Yeah, I wouldn't like
I wouldn't get the dips and chips again.
Yeah, me neither. I thought all of the dips were a little weird.
Yeah.
And you didn't get enough pita. But the corn cakes, definitely the standout on the menu there is the 2 types of corn cakes they have. Both of them are really good.
And they're both delicious. Yeah.
So after that, we walked around a little bit and then ended out on Main Street for, again, more food. We did another thing for the first time that we had not done before, which was the make your own popcorn mix at Confectionery on Main Street. If you are looking for like a snack that can feed your entire family during a fireworks show, just go to Confectionery and get one of these popcorn mixes. I would advise doing it a little earlier in the day because we went a little bit later in the day and there was a very long line. And I imagine the closer you get to firework time, the longer that line gets.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people probably have that thought. But you basically pick your type of popcorn. There's like regular caramel and one other one that I don't remember. And then there's a million different kinds of candy and then chocolate sauces. So you basically pick all the things that you want to put on your popcorn and they make an enormous bowl of candy popcorn. and it is delicious.
I also just wanted to recommend that if anybody wants to get this popcorn, to do in the beginning of your trip, because you're not going to finish it the same day.
Oh, yeah. No, we ate not even half of it.
Yeah.
Little wasteful.
Yeah.
But it was very tasty, and I'm glad we did it. But definitely, yeah, something that we do. Maybe if we do it again on our trip later in April, we'll do it towards the beginning, and then we can snack on it in the room.
Yeah, and I think we just hanged out after that. Oh, we did rode 2 different rides that Vanessa... It was actually very surprising. We went.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Went in the teacups, and Vanessa actually spin the cup a little bit.
Yeah.
But the most, you'll say the ass robbery.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know where my mind was at, but for some reason I was like, you know what? I'm going to be daring and do a bunch of things that I don't normally do. So I agreed to do the teacups, mostly because we watched people on it, and I saw a woman sitting in a teacup that was not spinning the teacup at all, and it looked pretty low-key. So I was like, sure, let's do it. And then I don't know what came over me, but I decided to spin the thing a few times. We spun around a little bit. We were not going that fast. I did still get pretty queasy. Probably won't do it again anytime soon, but that was an experience. But the more insane experience was, so Astro Orbiter, which is in Tomorrowland, on top of the launching pad. It's those little spaceships that you see going in a circle on top of the launching pad. It had closed down briefly. It was temporarily closed. And then as we were walking over to People Mover, it reopened. So there was literally one person in the line. And we thought, you know what? We've never done this before. Let's just do it. It can't be that bad. First of all, the experience of getting to Astro Orbiter, like you have to go on a little elevator. They pack like 8 people into this elevator. It was like, thankfully it was nighttime, so it was very cool out. But if you do Astro Orbiter during the daytime, I imagine you would just die on this elevator.
Don't be dramatic.
It was terrible.
It would just be very hot.
It would be very hot. But so we take this elevator up, and then they basically say, okay, 2 in a rocket. You can leave your bag on the side or put it in the rocket with you, whatever. We're like, okay. Smaller rider in the front. So Lucas gets into the rocket. I go to get into the rocket. This rocket is not meant for 2 adults. Like,
it was not.
And we had our backpack that we were trying to shove in.
I just want to say that none of us have ever ridden Astro Orbiter before. So when the cast member asked us down there, we're like, "Oh, you guys riding together?" And we were just like, "Sure." Fine.
Yeah,
I thought that was somehow like a Dumbo seating kind of a thing, like 2 rows kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then when we go up there and
it's just one seat.
And we get on the rocket, it's just one seat. One
seat belt.
The worst seat belt. Like the worst clamp.
You're supposed to take the seat belt and just wrap it around both of you and then clip it together. It barely fit around the 2 of us. And we're not like large people. We're like, I'd say like average size. I'm like, I don't understand how people fit into this. But so we squeezed ourselves into this rocket. Both of us, like, our knees are about to dislocate. But then it starts going. And first of all, it's like fast. It's not like a slow, leisurely ride. Like, you're going in circles fast. And then you push this thing like up and down to low. I honestly felt like our rocket was going to fall off the ride at any moment. And I just was, just doing like, breathing exercises the whole time to keep myself from throwing up. So
it was kind of scary. Yeah.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't do it again. I'm glad we experienced both of these rides. It was a new thing for us to do. I will not be doing either of them again, but yeah, we tried it.
My next goal is to get Vanessa to ride Alien Swirling Saucers.
Never gonna happen. We watched Alien Swirling Saucers because I was like, all right, well, let me like look at it and see how fast people are moving so I can decide. No. And this one, like, you don't have any control over how fast you're gonna spin or not. You just spin the way the ride takes you, and it whips you around, like,
it really
whips
does,
you around. Yeah, not happening for me.
Well, but that was it.
Well, no, then we stayed for the second Starlight Parade. So some nights, not every night, but some nights they do 2 of the nighttime parades in Magic Kingdom. So this was a Friday night. So they were doing the second 10 o'clock. Was it 10, right? The parade?
It was 9:30.
I think it was 10.
Okay.
Yeah. This video I have here started at 10:08.
Oh, so that's right. Yeah, so that's correct.
So we've seen Starlight before, the nighttime parade in Magic Kingdom. It's very pretty. We stayed. And if you stay for the second one, like if there is a second one on the night you're going to Magic Kingdom, expect very low crowds because there is almost no, in Frontierland, I should say, because if you get closer to the hub, everybody's piled up on Main Street to watch it there. But as with any parade, go to Frontierland, watch it there. Leisurely viewing.
Yeah. It was nice. It was a nice parade.
Yeah.
And then that was it, like 3 days, a lot of things with that.
Yeah, the amount of things that we packed into those 3 days. We went back to the resort. We slept, got up the next morning, flew back to Boston. Both of us worked Saturday night. So it was a whirlwind trip. But we packed so much into it, like new ride experiences, new food experiences, Flower and Garden, Chef Mickey's, Raglan Road, and Disney Springs. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, and it's good that we already tried some of the Flower and Garden items, because then when we go back on 40 whatever days, we already know exactly what to expect.
Yeah, and we can try hopefully the rest of the booths and report back on that food too. But I'm so happy that we're getting to spend a good amount of time at Flower and Garden this year, because it is my favorite festival of all the festivals.
Yeah, it's going to be very nice.
As always, if you do want to plan a Disney trip, especially considering all of the incredible promos they just dropped today, feel free to reach out to me at Vanessa@fantasticalvacations.com. I would love to help you plan for free.
For free. Everything's free. No additional cost.
No additional cost.
And also enjoy it, because there's so many promos coming out that there's literally like Animal Kingdom Lodge rooms for like $300. There's, what else was sent to you? Like,
yeah, there's a Riverside for $230
French
a night.
Quarter for $200.
Yeah.
Boardwalk for $300. Contemporary for $300. There's like so many deals that are gonna be going fast.
I smell another mini trip in our future.
No.
We'll let you guys know. But all right, thanks so much for listening, guys. We will talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.